EduwebTV KPM.
Wow, what amazing animals. Don't you think those were amazing animals? Anyway, hi everyone, welcome to Slot Menengah Atas with me, Chris MJ here on EduwebTV KPM. And today, we will be focusing on Bahasa Inggeris Tingkatan 4 and I'm together with Teacher Amira. Hi teacher.
Hello Chris.
So good to see you again teacher.
Thank you.
Okay, now before we proceed with today's lesson, I also want to welcome Teacher Azliana as our sign language interpreter for today's episode. Hi teacher, thank you so much. Okay, and as usual, pupils at home, we also have some classmates joining me on Google Meet. So let's say hi to them. Hi! Where are they? Where are they? There they are. Okay. So teacher Mira, would you like to introduce our pupils on Google Meets? Go ahead.
Yes, please. Thank you. All right. So firstly, we have on the top right corner, there is Nur Ain Shamimi. Hello, Mimi.
Hi, Mimi.
Next to Mimi, we have Anne Arisha. Hello, Anne.
Hi, Anne.
Next, under Arisha, we have Nur Laili. Hello, Laili.
Hi, Laili.
And next to Laili, we have Ahna Umairah. Hello, Ahna.
Hi, Anna. Okay, so I would like to ask our pupils watching at home as well as those on Google Meets. Are you ready for today's lesson? If you're ready, give me a thumbs up. There you go. All right. So teacher, what are we going to learn today? So what does today's lesson have to do with the video about animals earlier, teacher?
Okay, so for today's lesson, we're going to learn about reading.
Okay.
So the students are going to use the theme of amazing animals in order to further understand the text better. Okay. So let me start with our title first. So
Okay.
the topic for today's lesson is amazing animals, hence the video just now.
Yeah.
Okay, so this topic is taken from Full Blast Plus 4, which is English Form 4 textbook. So this lesson today comprises the main skill and complementary skill of reading. So for viewers at home, you may refer to Full Blast Plus 4, page 98 to 99.
All right.
Okay, so before we begin with our lesson, Chris, I'm going to ask our fellow pupils some questions.
Sure.
All right, so let's ask our pupils. Are they ready?
Yes.
Okay, if you're ready, show me your thumbs up. Okay, so let's go to the first question. All right. Are there any animals you would consider intelligent? So you have seen the video just now. So are there any animals you would consider intelligent? Why? So can we please ask our volunteer to share their opinion?
Okay, who would like to share first? You can raise your hand.
Yes, Shamimi.
Okay, Mimi.
I think the most intelligent animal is mouse deer.
A mouse deer. Interesting. So why do you pick a mouse deer?
As we all know from the animal story, mouse deer can escape himself from trap and tricks.
Oh, I see.
Interesting. I did not know that.
Yes, I
Okay.
remember during my childhood, we always read this classical Malay folklores where there is a character of a mouse deer, and the mouse deer is characterized as the most intelligent one to escape the tricks and traps.
I remember the stories.
Yes, I think mouse deer can be considered intelligent. What about the rest of our pupils? Can you share your opinion?
Who would like to
I have
go
a
next?
volunteer? Yes, Anna.
Anna, are you okay? Okay, it's okay. While waiting for Anna to get her camera set up, maybe we could ask someone else. Anybody would like to try to share your opinion?
Okay, Laili.
Okay, Laili.
Laili, can you please share your idea on which animal you consider intelligent?
In my opinion, I think the most intelligent human is parrot.
Okay, so the most intelligent animal is parrot. So why? Why do you pick a parrot?
It is because parrot can imitate the human way of speaking and they can talk like human.
Right,
Interesting.
right. Like,
so parrot can imitate humans' way of speaking.
Yeah.
They can also utter few words. For example, greetings like good morning,
Yeah.
good evening, good afternoon, repeatedly. So yes, maybe parrots can be considered as intelligent. All right, what about the rest of you? Can I ask for another volunteer? Yes, Ahna. Please try again. Okay.
I think the most intelligent animals is cheetah.
Cheetah. So why do you choose a cheetah as the most intelligent animal?
It is because cheetah can move or run fast to keep himself away from danger.
Okay, so it looks like cheetah is practicing escapism.
Yep.
So he used his ability in order to escape himself from danger or even problems. So that's interesting. Thank you, Anna. What about Anne? Can you please share your idea?
In my opinion, the most intelligent animals is orangutan.
Orangutan. So why? Why do you choose orangutan?
Orangutan can imitate human action and they can also act like human. They can sit, walk and climb and even pose for camera.
Wow, that's very interesting. I agree with you. Well, orangutan can pose for a camera.
Yep.
It also can imitate humans' action and maybe try to sit, walk, or even try to talk. Okay, so it's very interesting. Thank you for your sharing. Okay, so now I will go on to our next question.
All right.
All right, for the next question, what characteristic makes human different from animals?
Ooh, okay, this is a very good question. Who would like
Okay.
to share your opinion first?
Can I have a volunteer, please? Yes, Laili.
Oh, Laili, could you unmute your mic? Because this one, today we are focusing on reading, right? So
Yes.
please make sure your mics are muted, okay? Okay, go ahead, Laili.
The characteristic that makes humans different from animals is human behave in a more civilized way. For example, we can keep quiet when needed, sit properly, and listen attentively and speak politely.
Okay, so the unique characteristic of human that makes it different from animal is we can act in a more civilized way. Well, I
Yeah.
have to agree with you. We can keep quiet if needed. We can sit properly, speak politely, and even listen to instructions. Okay, what about the rest of you? Can I ask for opinion from Shamimi? Can you please share your idea?
The characteristic that make human different from animals is humans have our own language system. So we can communicate to each other and share our feelings.
Interesting. So human have our own language system.
Yep.
So it will be easy for us to communicate with our family, friends, or even peers, and maybe express our emotions and feelings. So
Yeah.
that's how we share with each other. Good
Agreed.
idea. Thank you, Shamimi. What about the rest of you? Can you please share your idea? Can someone volunteer? Yes, Ahna.
I think characteristics make humans different from animals is human can differentiate between right and wrong. We also can justify whether our action or behavior is proper or improper.
So human can justify between the right or wrong action. So I think that's the specialty of human. We can decide whether our action will be right or will be wrong, depends on situation. Okay.
Yep. And what about Anne? What do you think? What characteristics make humans different from animals? Go ahead.
I think the characteristic make humans different from animals is humans have a high developed brain that allow us to think critically and creatively.
Wow.
Interesting. So
Critical thinking.
humans have high developed brain, which allow us to express our creativity and think critically
Yep.
to maybe to settle some issue or problem or situation.
Yep.
And yes, I have to agree with all of them that those are the characteristics that make human different from animals, and that's what make us unique. So what do you think, Chris?
I 100% agree with all our pupils on Google Meets today. And also, I'd like to ask you, teacher, maybe you could share with us an overview. What is an overview of what we will be learning today?
Okay, so basically we are trying to give a preview on what animals has to do in our lives. So what's the impact of animal and how amazing they are in our ecosystem.
Okay, so there's going to be a lot of speaking and reading for today's lesson, am I right?
True.
Okay, so everyone, don't go anywhere. We're going to take a short break for today's Menengah Atas slot, and we will see you right after this together with Teacher Mira for Bahasa Inggeris Tingkatan 4.
EduwebTV KPM. EduwebTV KPM.
Hey everyone, you are watching Menengah Atas here on EduwebTV KPM with me, Chris MJ, for today's lesson on Bahasa Inggeris Tingkatan 4 with our topic, Amazing Animals. And I'm here with Teacher Mira. Alright teacher, so in the next segment, what is going to be our focus, teacher? Go ahead.
Okay, so for the next segment, we are going to do our reading.
Okay.
So I'm going to introduce the reading text for our students. All right. So the title or the topic for the reading text is Amazing Animals. You might think that what makes us different from animals is our ability to think and to build friendship with others. But in fact, animals are capable of more extraordinary things than you might imagine. Find out why.
Okay.
So here it mentions that not only humans can make friends, but animals also knows how to build relationship and make friends.
All right.
Okay. So for viewers at home, you may refer to full blast plus 4 for this activity.
Okay. Page 98 and 99, right teacher?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, so we have the first reading text. Can I have a volunteer to help me read the text? Yes,
All right.
Laili.
Big love. In many cultures, elephants are seen as a symbol of wisdom and are known for having an excellent memory. They have the largest brains of all land animals, and their intelligence is evident in their ability to learn, use tools, and even in their sense of humor. They are very social animals, and although they live in herds, they spend their life in pairs devoted to a best friend. These friendships between elephants are well known, but in elephant sanctuary in the United States, an unusual friendship blossom.
All right, thank you, Laili. So what about we ask Shamimi? Shamimi, can you please help me to read the next paragraph?
Tara, an Asian elephant, chose Bella, a dog, as her best friend. The youth pair love spending all their time together, eating, sleeping, and playing. Then one day, Bella had an accident. For the entire 3 weeks, it took her to recover. Tara waited outside the sanctuary office. She was free to wander the 2,200 acres, but she was loyal to her friend and chose to wait for her to get better. It just shows us how animals don't consider differences when they choose their friends.
All right, thank you, Shamimi and Laili. Okay, so the title for our first reading text is Big Love. So this text is about an elephant.
Yep.
In many cultures, elephants are seen as a symbol of wisdom and are known for having an excellent memory. They have the largest brains of all land animals, and their intelligence is evident in their ability to learn, use tools, and even in their sense of humor. They are very social animals, and although they live in herds, they spend their lives in pairs, devoted to a best friend. These friendships between elephants are well known, but in an elephant sanctuary in the United States, an unusual friendship blossomed. Tara, an Asian elephant, chose Bella, a dog, as her best friend. The odd pair love spending all their time together, eating, sleeping, and playing. Then one day, Bella had an accident. For the entire 3 weeks it took her to recover, Tara waited outside the sanctuary office. She was free to wander the 2,200 acres, but she was loyal to her friend and chose to wait for her to get better. It just shows us how animals don't consider differences when they choose their friends. So very interesting.
Yep.
All right, so let's
Big
move on.
love.
Yeah. Let's move on to
Okay.
our next reading text. Can I have a volunteer to read the second text? Yes, Ahna.
Clever crows. We use the word bird brain for people who are not very clever. But just because birds have small brains, it doesn't necessarily mean they are not intelligent, especially crows. Some crows make tools for finding food. They think about what tool they need and look for it. If they cannot find the right shape, they make the tool themselves by cutting bits of wood from trees, leaves, or grass. They even store their tools in a safe place to use at a later time. Another thing they hide is food. This is common among many animals, but if a crow thinks another crow from the flock is watching, it will pretend to store food in one place, then put it somewhere else. Crows in Japan are clever enough to leave nuts on the road at traffic lights so that cars will run over them and crack them open. And amazingly, crows have been filmed using food scraps for fish bait. They drop the scraps into the sea to attract fish and catch them. Pretty smart thinking for such a small brain.
All right, thank you, Anna. Okay, so the second reading text entitled Clever Crows. We use the word bird brain for people who aren't very clever, but just because birds have small brains, it doesn't necessarily mean they aren't intelligent, especially crows. Some crows make tools for finding food. They think about what tool they need and look for it. If they cannot find the right shape, they make the tools themselves by cutting bits of wood from trees, leaves, or grass. They even store their tools in a safe place to use at a later time. Another thing they hide is food. This is common among many animals, but if a crow thinks another crow from the flock is watching, it will pretend to store food in one place, then put it somewhere else. Crows in Japan are clever enough to leave nuts on the road at traffic lights so that cars will run over them and crack them open. And amazingly, crows have been filmed using food scraps for fish bait. They drop the scraps into the sea to attract fish and catch them. Pretty smart thinking for such a small brain.
Yes, very clever crows indeed.
Yes.
So teacher, how was Anna's reading for this passage?
I think she did very well. She managed to pronounce each and every word correctly.
Right, good job Anna.
Yes.
Okay.
So let's move on to our next reading text. Okay, for the third reading text, can I have a volunteer to help me?
Okay, who hasn't gone yet? Okay.
All right.
Anne. Go ahead, Anne.
Dolphin to the rescue. Dolphins are well known for their intelligence and their ability to understand human language. However, many people do not realize how well they communicate with other animals with which they share the ocean. In 2008, two whales, a mother and her calf, ended up getting stuck in shallow waters off the coast of New Zealand. A group of people gathered at once wanting to help. They spent hours trying to direct the whales back into deeper waters. Both the rescuers and whales were exhausted, and after some time, the authorities were at a loss. They didn't know what to do next, and in the end, they decided to give up. They were considering putting the animals down when a dolphin turned up. Somehow, it calmed the whales down and communicated with them. Within a few minutes, the whales were following the dolphin back to the freedom of safe waters. The dolphin had saved their life and had accomplished something that humans had not been able to. It reminds us that even though we might not understand what animals are saying, other animals probably do.
All right, thank you, Anne. All right, so the next text is Dolphin to the rescue. So this is about dolphin, obviously. All right, dolphins are well known for their intelligence and their ability to understand human language. However, many people do not realize how well they communicate with other animals with which they share the oceans. In 2008, two whales, a mother and her calf, ended up getting stuck in shallow waters off the coast of New Zealand. A group of people gathered at once wanting to help. They spent hours trying to direct the whales back into deeper waters. Both the rescuers and whales were exhausted. And after some time, the authorities were at a loss. They didn't know what to do next, and in the end, they decided to give up. They were considering putting the animals down when a dolphin turned up. Somehow, it calmed the whales down and communicated with them. Within a few minutes, the whales were following the dolphin back to the freedom of safe waters. The dolphin had saved their lives and had accomplished something that humans had not been able to. It reminds us that even though we might not understand what animals are saying, other animals probably do.
Dolphins to the rescue. And
Yes.
how was Anne's reading, teacher, for this passage?
I think Anne managed to read and pronounce each and every word correctly, and also the piece of reading is just nice.
Nice.
Okay, and the intonation is correct to the reading text.
Okay.
So yes,
Nice one,
it's
Anne.
a good read.
Okay.
Okay, all right. So before we begin with our next activity,
Okay.
I'm going to show on how to identify the text types in reading. So in reading, we have different text types. So I'm going to show just a few examples.
All right.
All right, so allow me to show the first one. Okay, so for the first text type, we usually have an email. So an email is used to maybe to ask for your family members, friends, and even your relatives. Okay, and then the structure for an email is it consists of the recipient's and sender's email address, followed by the subject line. It also consists of salutation, body, and lastly we have the sign off. All right. Okay, so next, for the next text type, we have an advertisement. So an advertisement contains a persuasive and factual information. Okay, so usually in advertisement, the main idea is written in bullet points.
Okay.
So that it will be easy for readers to further understand
Right.
what is being delivered.
Okay.
Okay, and they also use simple language for advertisement. All right, next. For the third sample of text type, we have manual instruction. So this is commonly used in our daily life. So a manual instruction is actually used to give instruction to complete a task. So a manual instruction is actually a detailed explanation on step-by-step procedures. So sometimes they may include diagrams or even questions and answers to help the readers or the users.
Okay.
Okay. Lastly, we have a magazine article. Okay, so a magazine article, for the title, it is written in a big size font and a colorful one.
Okay.
So this is done to attract the reader's attention into reading the article. The article also uses simple language for better understanding. An article also contains a personal opinion of a writer, and they also put illustration or pictures to help reader into further understand what the article is all about. Okay, so what I'm going to compare is, so we are going to look at the magazine article specifically. Okay, so as you can see, so the one on the right side is the reading text today.
All right.
Okay, and the one on the left is the sample. Okay, so for magazine article, as you can compare from two articles, we use a big size font and a colorful one.
Yeah.
And also the paragraphing is written in simple and easy language, so that it will be easy for the readers to understand the articles better.
Right.
They also put illustration or pictures for both articles in order to help students to understand what the article is all about.
Okay.
So basically, all of our reading texts today are actually magazine articles.
Ah, okay, I understand.
Okay. All right, so now let's proceed with our activity for reading.
All right.
Okay, so for this activity, our students are going to read the text again, and they are going to identify whether the statement given is related to an elephant,
Okay.
crow, or even a dolphin. So if they think that the statement is related to an elephant, they are going to put up a letter E. Show me your letter E, students. Show me your letter E.
Where's your letter E?
Yes. E for elephant.
Okay.
And if they think the statement is related to a crow, they are going to put up a letter C.
All right, where's your C?
Okay, show me your C. All right,
Okay,
thank you.
very good.
And if they think the statement is related to a dolphin, they are going to put up a letter D. Show me your D.
Where is the D?
Yes,
Okay.
thank you, everyone. All right, so should we start with our first question?
Yes, teacher, let's go.
All right, so for the first question, can I have a volunteer to help me read the question?
All right, who would like to go for the
Yes,
first question?
Shamimi.
Which animal uses its knowledge to help other species?
Which animal uses its knowledge to help other species? All right. So from this question, can you please help me to identify the keywords first? So keywords is the most obvious word or the glaring one to help you further understand the question later. So where is the keyword? Knowledge. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So let's see. In which text can you find the similar keyword to knowledge?
Is it in the text Dolphin to the Rescue?
Dolphin to the rescue. Let me check. Okay. So can you please identify the similar keywords to the one in the question?
Dolphin has ability to understand human language.
All right. So the ability to understand human language. So that can be defined as a knowledge.
Okay.
All right. So what is your answer for this question?
Oh, show us your answer on
show us
the
your
camera.
letter.
You had D.
So this statement is related to D, a dolphin. Why don't we ask her friends?
Okay, what about the rest?
Okay, so what about the rest of you? Do you agree with Shamimi? If you agree with her, put up your D. If you have another answer, put up your another letter.
All answer D.
All answer D.
And what is
so
the
why
answer?
don't we check?
Yes!
The answer is D. Well done, Shamimi. Thank
job.
you. Good job.
Okay, and what's next, teacher?
All right, so let's go to the next question. Can I have another volunteer?
Okay. Anna. Go ahead, Anna.
Which animal doesn't care about species when building a relationship?
Okay, so which animal doesn't care about species when building a relationship? Where is the keyword from the question?
Doesn't care about species?
Okay, so doesn't care about species. So can you please identify the similar keyword from the text?
It is in the text Big Love.
Big love.
Big love. So let's see. So where is the similar keyword?
They mention the odd pair refer to an elephant and a dog become best friends.
So this is the odd pair. So they mention elephant and dog as best friend. Okay, so what is your answer for the question?
Okay, show us the answer on the camera, everybody.
What about the rest of you? Oh, so
all
everyone
follow
agree
only.
with Anna. So let's check our
Okay,
answer.
that's the answer.
Yes.
Yes, good job,
the answer
everyone.
is correct. Good job, everyone. Let's move on to the third question.
Okay.
All right, can I have a volunteer to read this question for me? Yes, Laili.
Which animal sometimes play tricks on other member to the same species?
Okay, so which animal sometimes play tricks on other members of the same species? Can you please identify the keyword?
Play tricks.
Playing
Playing
tricks.
tricks,
Play
okay.
tricks. All right, so which animal play tricks? Can you find the similar keywords from the text?
It is in the text clever crows.
Clever crows. So let's see. Clever crows. Okay, so can you please identify the similar keyword?
It will pretend to store food.
Okay, so let's see. It will pretend. Pretend. So the keyword is pretend to store food. So pretend means it's playing trick. So what is your answer for this question?
C.
C.
Okay,
What about the rest of you girls?
Okay,
the same answer.
let's see the
So
answer.
let's check.
All
Yes,
right,
well
good.
done,
Well done,
everyone.
everyone. Teacher, could you share with us how did our pupils do for this activity?
I think they managed to identify the keywords in the
Okay.
question and find the similar keywords in the text.
All right.
So I think overall they managed to grab the idea that reading is easy.
Okay, so you have accomplished your objective. Good job, everyone. But before we proceed any further, teacher, is it okay to take a short break?
Yes, sure.
Okay, for our friends watching at home, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back here with Teacher Mira for slot Menengah Atas Bahasa Inggeris.
EduwebTV KPM. EduwebTV KPM.
Hi everyone, welcome to slot Menengah Atas EduwebTV KPM with me Chris MJ, and for today we are focusing on Bahasa Inggeris Tingkatan 4 on the topic of amazing animals, okay? And for today's lesson, we have Teacher Mira with us.
Hello.
Thank you so much, teacher, for being here.
Thank
and
you,
what
Chris.
are we going to do next, teacher?
Okay, so for the next activity, our students are going to continue their reading activity.
all right.
But before that, I'm going to show them on few reading strategies that can be applied in their reading.
Okay.
All right. Okay, so for the first strategy, we have skimming.
Skimming,
So
okay.
skimming is actually reading rapidly in order to get a general overview of the material. We can use skimming to get the main idea of the
Yeah.
text, or reading for gist.
To save time, teacher, as well?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. And the next strategies is we have scanning.
Scanning.
All right. Scanning is done in order to read rapidly and to find specific facts. For example, if we are trying to locate the names of a person involved in the text, certain dates or certain location, we can just try to locate directly from the text. So that
Alright.
is scanning. Okay. And next we have intensive reading.
Intensive reading.
Intensive reading is actually reading through every word of a text from beginning to the end. So intensive reading is in-depth reading, done usually focused to build the knowledge of the language rather than to practice their reading skills.
Okay, understood. So
Alright.
these are the strategies that everyone you can try as well. Skimming, scanning and intensive reading.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So let's proceed with our next slides.
Alright.
So our students are going to continue our activity previously. So for this activity, they are going to read the text and then identify whether the statement given is related to elephant, crow or dolphin.
Okay.
So the same activity can be referred to the 3 texts previously. Okay. All right. So we are going to start with the first question. Can I have a volunteer?
All right.
All right, Shamimi.
Okay.
Can you please read the question first?
Which animal has been known to succeed where people can?
Which animal has been known to succeed where people can't? Okay, can you please identify the keyword from the question?
Succeed when people can.
Succeed where people
Can.
can't.
Okay.
Okay. So can you please identify the similar keywords from the reading text?
Accomplish something that human had not been able to.
From which text is that? From which text is it?
It is in the text Dolphin to the Rescue.
Dolphin to the rescue. So let's check first. Dolphin
Okay.
to the rescue. So where is the similar keywords?
Ac-
Accomplish.
Accomplish
Okay.
something that human had not been able to.
Okay, accomplish something that human had not been able to. Okay, so accomplish here means achieving success in doing something.
Okay.
So what is your answer for this question? Which text is it?
Okay, so E, C or D? Everyone show your answers to the camera.
So it's related to
What
a
do you all think?
dolphin. What about the rest of you? Do you agree with Shamimi?
Okay, all agree.
Okay, so let's check your answer.
All right.
It's a D.
Good job.
Good job. Well done, everyone.
Thank
Okay,
you.
let's move on to the next question. All right, can I have another volunteer?
Who would like to go next?
Yes, Ahna.
Which animal has developed the ability to plan for future events?
Which animal has developed the ability to plan for future events? All right, so what is the keyword from the question?
Plan for future events.
So plan for future events. So can you please identify the similar keywords from the text? Which text is it?
It is in the text Clever Crow.
Clever crows. So let's check. Okay, so this
Alright.
is the text of Clever crows. So where is the similar keywords?
They store their tools to use at a later time.
Okay, so they even store their tools in a safe place to use at a later time. So from the keyword of later, we know that it's a future event or something that yet to happen.
Yep.
All right. So why don't we look at the question again? So which one is your answer? Show me the letter. So
Okay,
it's related
C.
to crow.
What
Okay,
about
the rest of you?
I'm going to think they're going to say C as well because everyone has good teamwork today. Okay.
Alright.
C. And what is the answer?
So let's double check the
Let's
answer.
see. Yes.
Yes, well
Good
done.
job,
Good
lah,
job.
everybody.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's move on to the next question. Can
Okay,
I
who?
have another volunteer? Yes, Laili.
Which animal show unusual level of loyalty?
Which animal shows unusual levels of loyalty? Can you please help me to identify the keyword from the question?
It is in the text Big Love.
Big love.
Sorry, the keyword first.
Oh,
The
keywords.
keyword from the
Okay.
question, Laili.
Unusual and loyalty.
Unusual.
Like-
and loyalty.
I was going to say loyalty. Loyalty.
All right, so
Okay.
from which text can you find the similar keyword?
It is in the text Big Love.
Big love. So unusual and loyalty related to big love.
Okay.
Okay, so where is the similar keyword?
Unusual friendship and loyal to her friend.
I think the keyword is they actually use the same word.
Okay,
so we
okay.
can find clearly the word unusual mentioned here.
Right.
So it's related to unusual friendship, and also I think we can find loyal.
Loyal
yes.
there at the second last line. Okay.
So, what's your answer for this one, Laili? Is it related to an elephant?
E.
So you
okay.
answer E. What about the rest of you? Same answer.
Okay, let's see.
check.
Yes.
Yes.
Good job.
They have a good teamwork.
Good teamwork, everybody.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, so let's proceed with the next question.
All right. The
Can
final
I
one.
have the last one? Anne, can you please help me to read the question?
Which animal uses humans to accomplish a task?
Which animal uses humans to accomplish a task? So where is the keyword from the question?
Uses humans and accomplish a task.
So this animal actually uses humans to accomplish a task. So can you please identify the similar keyword from the text? Which animal uses human?
It is in the text clever crows.
Clever crows. So let's see. So where is the similar keyword?
Crows leave nuts on the road so that cars will run over them and crack them open.
Okay.
Okay.
Cars will run over and crack them. So the crows actually leave the nuts on the road at traffic lights so that cars with a driver in it,
Yep.
obviously humans,
Yep.
will run over them and crack them open. So it will be easy for them to eat the nuts. Okay.
Yep, very smart,
So, yeah,
very smart.
Very smart and very interesting. So what's your answer for this one, Anne? It is related to crow. What about the rest of you? Can you please share your answer with me? C.
C. I saw answer
3C,
C.
and then 4C. So let's double check your answer. Well done, everyone. Good job.
Good job. All right, teacher. Could you please share with us how did our pupils do for this activity?
Okay, so for this activity, I think our students managed to identify the keywords from the question and then the keywords from the text as well.
Yep.
And then they managed to progress better than the first activity just now. So I
Wow.
think they have familiarized themselves with keyword identification from
Right.
the question and the text.
Okay, good job everyone. But before we proceed any further, we'll be taking a short break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back here on Menengah Atas Bahasa Inggeris Tingkatan 4 EduwebTV KPM.
EduwebTV KPM. EduwebTV KPM.
Hi everyone, you're watching Menengah Atas EduwebTV KPM. My name is Chris and I'm here with teacher Mira and my 4 friends on Google Meets for today's Bahasa Inggeris Tingkatan 4 lesson on the topic of amazing animals, focusing on reading. Alright teacher, so what are we going to do in this next segment?
Okay, for the next segment, we are going to do another reading activity.
Alright.
Okay, so this activity will be based on our previous reading text, the 3 reading texts.
Okay.
So, for this activity, viewers at home may refer to Full Blast Plus 4, page 98.
Page 98, okay.
Okay, so for this activity, our students are going to identify the words based on the given meaning. Okay?
Alright.
So on the slide, they will be given few meanings and the students will choose the answer options, which one will match the best with the
Okay.
meaning given.
Got it.
Alright, so for the first meaning, we have strange or unusual.
So who would like to go first?
Okay, can I
Raise
have
your
a volunteer?
hands.
Yes,
Laili.
Laili. Alright, let me show you the answer options first. Okay, strange or unusual. So which word do you think match the meaning?
Oh, she's writing the answer down. Okay. You can also read it out.
Yes,
Laili.
so Laili is writing the answer down
Okay.
so that the viewers at home can read it out.
Okay.
Okay.
So she wrote.
All right, Laili, show me again. What is your answer? Okay, so the answer is odd.
Shall we check?
Yes. Chris, please help me.
And ding ding ding.
Is it the same answer?
Same
Yes.
answer.
Well done, Laili. Good job.
Good
Thank
job.
you. All right, so let's proceed with our next question.
Okay.
So the next meaning. So the next meaning is not deep. Can I have another volunteer to help me to answer this question? Yes, Arisha. Okay.
So
And Arisha, I'm going to show you the answer option first. Okay, so which word do you think has the meaning of not deep?
shallow, accomplish, or recover? Okay, so looks like Arisha is writing. So for those of you watching at home, you can also join along in this activity at home, okay? So which is the most suitable word to match the meaning?
Okay, so she answered shallow, not deep. So shallow means not deep. Is it correct, Chris?
And the answer is...
Ta-da!
Shallow!
Yes, well done and
Congratulations.
good job.
Okay.
Why don't we proceed with the next meaning?
All right.
Okay, so for the next meaning, I have come together to form a group. Can I have a volunteer to answer this question? Yes, Anna. All right, Anna, let me show you the answer options first. Okay, so we have odd, devoted, and gather. Which one do you think match the meaning given?
Okay. Odd, devoted, and gather. Come together to form a group. Okay, I think she's got it.
Okay.
Anna, what is your answer?
All right.
Gather.
Gather. All right, she spelled it correctly.
Okay.
So what is the answer, Chris?
The answer is
Ta-da.
gather.
Well done, Anna. Good
Well
job.
done.
Thank you.
Okay,
Last but not
the
least.
last round.
Yeah. All right, Shamimi. Succeed in doing something. So let me show you the answer option. Accomplish, gather, and shallow. So which one do you think match the meaning given?
Okay, accomplish, gather, or shallow. Succeed in doing something. Okay. Means not. Okay, it can also mean not fail.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Shamimi is ready.
Accomplish. So what about the correct answer, Chris? Can
The
you please show
correct
us?
answer is
Ta-da! Yes.
accomplished.
Well done, Shamimi. A big
Well
round of
done.
applause to all of you.
Good job.
Good job. Okay.
All right.
All right. So before we end our lesson, or before you go to the last part of our lesson,
Okay.
I'm going to ask our student a question, a jackpot question.
All right.
All right. So it's very interesting that we know animals are amazing, and there are many animals with unique characteristics in this world. So I'm going to ask our students, do you know of any other amazing facts about animals?
Oh, okay. So who would like to share? Who
All
would
right,
like to
can
share
I have a
first?
volunteer to share your idea? Amazing facts
Okay.
about animals. Yes, Shamimi, you look eager to share your answer.
Okay. What is this amazing fact? I want to know as well.
Yes.
The amazing fact about polar bears is they look white, but a polar bear's coat is not white. In fact, a polar bear's skin is black and its hairs are hollow.
What? I did not know that.
Okay, that's
Okay.
a new fact.
Thank you very much for sharing.
So a polar bear is actually...
Black. The skin is black.
Yeah, the
I did
skin
not know
is
that.
black, but it looks white.
Yeah, because the fur is white, right?
Yeah, but maybe because the furs are hollow or the
Yeah.
hairs are hollow, so it looks like they are, or maybe they are living in North Pole, so
Yeah.
everything is white, so it
Yeah.
makes us look as if the color is
Wow.
white as well.
That's a very interesting fact.
Thank you, Shamimi. Okay, what about the rest of you? Can you please share your amazing fact about animals? All right, Anne, what is it that you know about animals?
I found two amazing facts about animals.
Oh, wow, too. Okay.
The
What is
first
it?
one is butterfly test with their feet.
Butterflies taste with their feet. Are you
Taste
sure?
your feet. What?
Wow,
Okay. I
okay.
did not know that.
What is the next one?
And the second one is alligators can live up to 100 years.
Wow.
Alligators can live up to 100 years.
that's so long. I
So
did
they
not
live
know.
longer than
100 years.
human. Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay,
All right.
thanks
Thank you
for
for the
the-
new information. All right. What about the next amazing facts about animals? This is getting interesting.
Who would like to share next? Ahna or Laili?
Okay, Ahna.
So what
The
is-
most amazing fact about octopus is it can regrow its arm if it lose one and change the color of its muscle.
So it's like a mutant.
Yeah.
So an octopus can actually regrow its arm if it ever lose one,
Oh, I did not know
and they
that.
can even change the color of their muscles. They even have muscles.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good one. Very interesting. Thank you, Anna. Okay, what about the last one? Laili, can you please share your amazing facts about animals?
I found an amazing fact about panda.
Oh.
Panda.
Okay.
Okay, what is it about?
It prefers to be alone, and panda is also a strong climber and swimmer.
Oh.
Prefers to be alone.
So panda is a lonely animal.
I didn't know they're introverts.
Maybe a panda really appreciate its me time.
Yeah.
Okay, and it's also a strong climber and swimmer. So panda can swim actually.
Yeah.
Okay,
Wow.
that's
Did
a
not
new
know
one
that.
for me.
Yeah, that's a new one for me as well.
Okay, thank you, Laili. All right, Chris, can I ask you a jackpot question too?
Okay.
So, is there any amazing facts about animals that you know, or maybe something about your pets, your cat, something new that you just recently knew? Okay, what is it about?
I recently found out that my dog understands when it's done something wrong. So like when it did something wrong, and the moment it knows, you can see that she's a bit scared when we come home. So yeah, animals are very intelligent actually.
Yes,
They know what they
yes.
have done.
Yes, true.
Yeah.
Especially home pets. I also discovered that a cat,
Yeah.
okay, as a home pet, they actually know the actual scent of their owner. So when the owner is not at home, they will be searching out for the owner.
Wow.
And when the owner is at home, they know.
I see.
They know
Just by
through
the scent.
Yes.
Oh, that's very
Okay.
interesting.
Yeah.
All right. So thank you very much for the amazing facts, everyone. But I'd like to ask some of our pupils as well. Since we have come to the end of today's lesson,
Yes.
what have you learned today? Who would like to go first?
Okay. All right, so can we ask our students, what have
Yeah.
you learned from today's lesson?
So
Let's have a volunteer first.
Yeah, anyone want to volunteer? Okay, Anna, go ahead, Anna.
Anna, what have you learned from today's lesson?
I learned to identify keyword from the text and question.
Okay, so you learn to identify keywords from text and question. Good.
Okay, thank you very much, Anna. And what about you, teacher? Maybe could you share with us a summary of what we have learned for today's reading activity
Okay.
and lesson?
All right. So basically for today's lesson, I think our pupils have learned on how to use skimming and scanning to understand reading comprehension better. It will also help them to answer questions related to reading comprehension. Next, I think the pupils were able to identify the similar keywords to answer question accurately. And last but not least, I think we all learned this to
Yeah.
appreciate the unique characteristic of animals and humans.
Yes, and do you all agree as well with what you have learned today? If yes, give me a thumbs up. Nice. Okay, and could you also share with us, teacher, how did our pupils do for today's activities, for today's class?
Okay, so for overall performances, I think our students managed to achieve the learning objective for today's lesson. They were able to identify the similar keywords, they were able to read the text clearly and pronounce the words accurately, and also they participated well in
Yeah.
all the activity done for this lesson today.
Amazing. Good job, everyone. So before I forget, teacher, how
Yes.
can we get extra materials for today's lesson?
Okay, for students or viewers at home to get the materials for today's lesson, we can always go to our portal Delima.
Portal Delima. Okay, so for those of you who are interested, access Portal Delima right now. Okay, so with that, we have come to the end of today's Bahasa Inggeris lesson. I would like to say thank you so much, Teacher Mira, for this very interesting and fun lesson on amazing animals. Thank you so much to all our friends on Google Meets and for those of you watching. And that is all for today. We will see you again only on EduwebTV KPM. Bye, everyone.